This video is going to address the question that all self-publishers will have to answer. What size should I make the paperback? The ebooks have no sizes because they are read on e-readers and they are formulated in an easy flow style. That means that inside the Kindle or other apps, the customers can choose the size of their font, the color of their backgrounds, etc. But the paperbacks and the hardcovers have different sizes that you will need to choose from. Let's talk about book sizes. When I self-published my first few novels, KDP did not offer hardback books. So I happened to choose a size for my paperback of 5.06 by 7.81 that was not available when KDP finally offered hardback covers. It's not a big deal as I am now comfortable enough with formatting that I just format a paperback and then format the hardback manuscript. I make two different covers and it's not a big deal. However, my advice to a newbie would be to pick a size that is available in both paperback and hardcover. Now, there's one further important component you must consider, and that is to take your cue for book sizes from the genre you are writing for. This was advice I heard over and over from more experienced self-publishers who had videos at the time I started out. Go to a bookstore and/or a library and see what sizes are in your genre. It's okay if you choose a book size slightly bigger or slightly smaller, but you don't want to wind up in a situation where the bookstore owner or librarian can't get your book on the vampire bookshelf or the mystery or sci-fi shelf because you chose a giant book size. You also don't want to have a book that's so much smaller that it looks like a novella or a novelette. So I'm sure you've gotten the picture. Amazon.com has lots of information about each book inside the product details section, but they don't give the book's physical sizes. That's why it may take an actual trip to a bookstore. However, I did ask ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot AI what were the most popular sizes for a vampire paperback, and they each gave me slightly different information. The smallest paperback you can make on Amazon KDP is 5 by 8 inches. So the size that ChatGPT has given is the size that mass-produced paperbacks come in. Those thick, small books you see people reading on planes and trains. That size is not available on Amazon KDP. At least it's not at the time of the filming of this video. However, the most common sizes for indie authors for paperbacks are 5 by 8, 5.5 by 8.5, and 6 by 9. You will be deciding between these sizes and the size of your hardback book. I have the hardback cover sizes in this little box on the right here. So just to reiterate, it will be easier for beginner formatters to choose a size that is good for the genre and also available as a paperback and a hardcover. Here is another AI response, and it too gives the same size 5 by 5 by 8 by 5. Again, they also refer to 4.25 size, but that's not available at KDP. On the left is a snapshot of the paperback binding choices. And as you can see, there are many more choices that are offered for the paperback sizes. Another tip I can give you is that when you go to the bookstore, bring a notebook and pen with you. Aside from taking measurements of the books, scan many of the books in your genre to see what pages and styles the authors use in their front and back matters. You may get a really good idea to brand your own books. So just take a picture of the interesting pages you see, or wording on the copyright pages, or acknowledgement pages, etc. And you can work on making them your own when you get home. Will you need a template for the paperback manuscript? Yes, you will. But it's as easy as knowing the link to the KDP help page and downloading the template folder containing all of the template sizes. I will have the link to the template information, this video, and downloads beneath this video that I'm doing now. Combing through this information and reviewing the video at Amazon will only take maybe 15 minutes. The templates will contain all of the customized margins, the gutter information, custom page sizes, mirrored pages, proper spacing for the book headers and footers, and more. You'll just download the folder of the templates and then choose your size. At the end of this video, I will do an actual demonstration of this process because you will run into zip folders inside zip folders. So I just want to walk through the process to show you how to do it. I'll also give you a tip on saving a safe copy. You can then use this as a template for next time. Here is a visual of the bottom of the same templates page where you can see there are small yellow download buttons. You can either get a blank template or a template with sample content. Now, my first time I downloaded the content template, but then found myself having to delete pages and work against it. It became a little stressful. Since then, I just download the blank one because at the end of the day, you will need to know about page numbering in order to finalize any manuscript, no matter what template you use. Now, the most important part of the template that you will be downloading are the margin settings. I will show you where they are in my demo, which I'm going to do next. And my advice to you is once you download the blank template, just add your extra pages to it and watch my video on page numbering, and I will have that link below this video. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a quick demonstration on how to download the templates from Amazon KDP. So I'm here at Amazon KDP, and what I first want to show you is the help page. So this is the address for the help page. I will have it underneath the video. And then anything that you want to know about, I'm going to ask it about paperback manuscript templates. Okay, and so what it's going to do is it's going to bring up everything that talks about this. So I opened this earlier into another tab, and this is where I got the original information from that we've already gone over. So down here, I'm going to demonstrate how to download the templates because they're contained in a series of zip files. So let me show you how it works. I'm going to show you the difference between downloading with content, sample content, and without. So this is the sample content I'm going to download. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in this folder. I'm just going to let it be named whatever it names it. Okay. And then I'm going to open this folder. And let's see, the zip files are always at the bottom here. All right, so I'm going to click, I downloaded it before just to make sure, so I'm just going to get rid of this one here. I'll do that later. I'll do it later, never mind. Okay, I'm going to right click and then choose extract all. And that's going to name it something else. Now this might be a little bit too long, so I'm just going to put -A. Okay, and put extract. All right, and so it extracted into an unzipped folder. So now I'm going to double click and open this. And as you can see, there are other zip files here, all in different languages. So you pick your language. I'm English. I'm going to right click and choose again, extract all. And it's going to do the same thing. It's going to name it. and then open it here. Okay, now this is unzipped, so I'm going to double click. And then once you download the templates, as you can see, you download all of them. These are all the choices from Amazon. So you'll have to know which one you're going to choose. Now, I normally use 5.06. So I'm going to open that one now. So I'm going to double click on this. I'll click on the... Okay, I've resized it for our window. Now, as you can see, it has protected view on it so that you can't just start editing this unless you click on this to enable editing. So the first thing I would suggest is that you save a copy of this as a safe copy. Okay, and then this way, if you start editing and you kind of mess up, then you always have a fresh copy that you can go to. And then once you are ready to edit, you can click on edit. Okay, and then it will open it up and allow you to edit. Now, the sample document that comes with the content, it has 10 chapters. Okay, and it just has, you know, a bunch of dummy text. And what you would do is you would swap out your chapters for this chapter. You will have to redo the table of contents. And here's why. In the beginning, I also downloaded the template with the pages in it because I felt that they could guide me. But what I found was that I had all my pages were different, the ones that I wanted to add before the book began, as well as the ones after the book was over. So I wound up fighting against this template because I wanted to put in different pages. And I'll tell you ahead of time that each of these pages is set up as a section. Let me put on my hide. So this one is set up here, end of section. Okay. And so in these other settings, let me show you here. Layout, margin, custom margin. Okay, I put the video on pause. Occasionally when I'm making a video, I lose functionality in some of the software. So I had to go off camera and then open this box up, which comes up for you on margins, custom margins. And so the template, these are the key numbers that Amazon puts in. The margins, the gutter, okay, mirror margins. It chooses your page size, 5.06 by 7.81. Okay, but as you can see, in the beginning of the book, there are a lot of different sections because you have your title pages, then you have your other pages that you're going to number with Roman numerals, then you have the meat and potatoes of your book, then you have your final pages. Maybe you're going to add 9% of the next book for them to read. So in some ways, downloading the template with all of the material in it, I'm not quite sure how helpful it is, but I'm going to leave it up to you. Okay. And then the layout here, it also has all of the settings inside. Now, I have several videos on YouTube that are very popular. At least for me, they're popular. That goes into how to set up the settings for an ebook, a paperback, and a hardcover. So in the event you choose to download a blank template, which I'm going to do next, then you can go there and learn a little bit more about how to control the settings and be able to customize the book according to what you want. So let's go and download the blank one now. All right, so now I'm on the same download page. Let's download the blank templates. And it's going to go into my A file. Okay, let's save this. And then go here. And I'm going to, why is this? Extract all here. Extract. Okay, and then I'm going to double click. And again, I'm going to right click, extract all for the English ones. It's going to rename it and unzip the file. And then I'm going to double click. And here are all the sizes. So let's do the same thing. Let's open up the 5.06. Okay. Now, again, you're going to save a copy of this. And so this one is just going to have one page. So although you are going to have to learn a little bit about setting up your title pages and your table of contents, it's not that hard. You can watch the video once and you'll be able to ace it. But in the beginning, you want to save the save copy. I'm not sure if I said that already. And then click on Enable Editing. Now let's see if I can get the custom margins to open without having to shut off the video. Let's try again here. No. All right. Let me put it on pause. Okay. It worked after I put it on pause. Okay, so once again, this is where all of the numbers are. And as you can see, it's pretty much exactly the same as the other one, except it's not going to have all of the different sections. As you can see, it says apply to whole documents. Whole documents. Okay, and so this one will be a little bit easier, especially if you're going to transfer your book from another Word document into the template. You won't have to wrestle with putting, the different pages in the different sections, because that can get very complicated for a newbie. Okay, and it's the same thing here. It puts the size of the document in. Again, it says apply to whole document, and the same thing here, whole document. Okay, and this one is set up section start odd page. And why that is set to odd page is because in a paperback and a hardcover, most authors want every chapter to start on the page on the right-hand side of the book. And that is an odd page. So each chapter will be its own section, and that will guarantee that your chapters will start on an odd numbered page. But when you go in and look at the formatting video, I will put a link to it in the description box underneath this video. I'll go into it in much more detail. I'm not going to bore you anymore here. So in any event, that's how you download the templates from Amazon KDP. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you learned something. And if you did, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up because it really helps my channel, and that you will subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.